Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Waiting on Portland Andy. I'm gonna get everything set up, get everything going. We just got back home from grocery shopping. I am not feeling good, so I don't know how long I'm gonna be live tonight. Still dealing with this cold. It's kicking my butt still. I have days where I feel really good, like the past 2 days. I felt really good, except for a nagging cough, and now it's like me and my wife put it off till like it was already dark to go to Dollar Tree to get a bunch of stuff that we needed, like cleaning supplies and stuff. Because just to be honest, I don't see why people go to Walmart and buy cleaning supplies when you can buy ones that work just as good at the Dollar Tree. So let's get this started. Good old Portland
there. Coming around the
MD.
bottom to Pacific Palisades and the Castlemare area, Temescal Canyon, Palisades Drive.
Oh, sorry about that, guys.
We have resources getting as deep as
Let me get
working through all those structures,
my headphones on here.
Getting any kind of heat sources, focusing on the standing structures
and
making sure
I had a person
can get to those structures.
either last night or the night before ask me about my headset.
Right, continuing up the coast through Topanga Beach.
This is the Corsair
Malibu Canyon.
HS55s.
Along the highway here,
They are
same as on the other side, getting into the
they work off a dongle you can
up
plug
the
into
coast
the
and
USB on your computer,
mountain areas up
or
there,
they work off of
and a lot of
Bluetooth
those
on your cell phone.
windy roads that are going up there.
And the
so
microphone,
work
when you
around those
push it
structures,
up, automatically
vegetation
mutes
from
it.
them, and make sure that the structures that have
They do the whole
been
swivel
damaged
thing.
going to
Very,
still
very
not be
comfy.
damaged. They're going to clear the vegetation away.
I didn't buy them new because new they're like
Make sure those are all
$65.
Something else
I
that's
bought them
going
used. The guy
along
used them one time
on the PCH
and then
is,
didn't use them anymore.
infrastructure is starting to be repaired. So there's poles being set.
So if you're looking for a great headset,
the power companies and utility
Corsair
starting to surge that work for you
HS 55s.
Coming over here, going
And
up
you can
towards
get cheaper ones.
Montecito.
My old ones were HS
This
40s. They had a cord on them.
Here is secured. We're very confident that that's not going to move.
I didn't like the corded ones, but
further up the coastline.
and you can find them on Facebook Marketplace used all the time. I paid $30 for mine. The guy said he used them one time. Didn't like them because they were hot because they're over the ear ones. But I freaking like them. They sound amazing.
Make sure.
Together, we can help our valley thrive. See how at SRP.
I want to say thanks to everybody that have
Discover your
watched
Kia
my
right now at Mark Kia. Come lease a
Shit Hit the
2025
Fan
Kia Sportage for $354
video
per month for 48 months. The search is
the
over.
people that have
Visit us
commented
today at
on it.
Mark Kia.
This is got line and pieces of it. There's areas
now
where you really have to
in
do
that
some work.
video.
The backside of that ridge is pretty steep on both sides. So
There's
a lot of work being done.
It wasn't like I was saying you got to get this exact stuff.
Up here, something else that we're dealing with is
it's not like here's the stuff to get. It's just a suggestion of stuff to get.
A lot of
because
the rock.
If you've been watching this California wildfire stuff,
slide out during the day because of the lack of vegetation. That's
being visible, having a flashlight that's not your cell phone, having goggles on so that all that smoke isn't going into your eyes, and having an N95 mask on because when it's wildfires and houses are burning, it's not just like your campfire smoke. It's plastic and fabric and asbestos from the older homes that are burning. It's
putting out all the hot spots in here and gaining that.
It's nasty stuff that you don't want to be breathing in.
Away from structures in the fire.
Because nobody wants to,
One more thing I was
Say
going to talk
what?
about.
It is.
end up with
Something
health
else that we're
problems
doing with the upcoming
after they've gone
Labor
through
Day
something
that's
like this.
starting, and going through the next few days.
At
we're
least I wouldn't want to
standing
deal
up
with it.
some,
So
structure
let me get
protection groups. There's gonna
everything
be
going
some
here.
Live in
placed,
San Diego.
Let me turn my light on
over the top of the fire. And what that's going to consist of is strike teams
and turn
engines, which is
this
5
light off.
engines of the same type with a leader.
There we go.
They're going to be
Let me
grouped
get
up.
this
They're gonna
started.
have another person that leads all
I'll
of
show
them.
you all
So
my
there'll be strike
startup
teams of
process here.
engines, hand crews, and bulldozers all grouped together. We'll utilize them for anything that happens
Come on.
in the event that something comes up on our fire, but we're also utilizing them for initial attack outside of our fire incident to help keep any new fires that pop up small.
Next up, our incident meteorologists with a fire discussion.
Okay, why is it one
All
that
right,
works?
good evening, everybody. Rich Thompson, incident meteorologist with the National Weather Service,
Hey, Rich.
assigned to the Palisades incident. Weather-wise, big story is red flag warning. We still have a red flag warning in effect for this area until 6 p.m.
Oh,
Wednesday evening. What that means, we have the expectation of widespread critical fire weather conditions across fire.
I'd
East
so
LA,
love
that
to
means, north-northeast winds gusting anywhere from
have this
35 to
TV
55
hooked up
miles
to
per hour.
a laptop.
And those winds will probably be strongest on Tuesday
So I
morning.
can play it easier.
Along with those gusty north-northeast winds, you're going to have very low humidities, generally in the teens, and maybe even some single digits by Wednesday. So very dry out there. And combine that with the very critically dry fuels, gives you a recipe for critical conditions, and hence why
Yep.
we have the red flag
All
warning
those
in effect until
wildfires.
6 p.m. Wednesday. Now going into Thursday, things start
Come on.
transitioning. We get out of that kind of Santa Ana wind pattern and start getting back to kind of more typical sea breeze onshore type of pattern. And that'll take us through the weekend. So actually for this weekend, things are looking much cooler,
There we
higher
go.
humidities.
And if you
Just
guys want to
breeze,
use that
winds,
video
so forth.
on
So
your
definitely at least
channel
2 days break
for your background or
Santa
whatever
Ana
you
is
want to
by
use it
Thursday,
for,
Friday into the weekend.
I have
Thursday,
that one.
Friday.
I'm going to put up
Sunday, bro.
another 10-hour
Next
flag
up, Malibu
wave.
Fire Department.
I have like a 5-hour Texas waving flag.
Good evening.
Those are all
everybody.
copyright
Joe
free.
Everett, Assistant Chief, Los Angeles City Fire Department, part of the
Just
Unified
so you
Command
can use it for stuff like
team
I'm using it
running this
for.
fire here.
You
I
put a
just wanna say
TV
last
up in the
night we had,
background, you
a
put
actual
the
ground
video,
call
you
to
download
me
it
where,
onto a
I got
USB
to meet
drive,
some of the amazing neighbors
and
who
you've
live
got
in
a
Palisades.
nice background.
And I'm so
And
proud
the
of
lights
those
around the
people
TV are
and
just
what the
the
resilience that they've
Govee
shown to make it
USB
ready.
lights.
And I think it's just evidently true that bond that I know that I've
Govee is
created, we're gonna
spelled
continue to create, we're gonna get this through together. So that being
Govee.
said, we just heard our weather person talk about
If you're gonna
the
buy
critical
LED
fire
lights,
weather that's coming up. So we're not through with this yet.
they
From
they
me,
they work off
here
an
on the
app.
city
Oh,
side,
how'd the doc
stick
do?
with me.
You
We
can
need to
change the
get through
color,
this.
you can change the brightness.
I know it's frustrating. I know you want to get back in your houses, and we're coming up with plans to do that.
You can see
Those
red,
are fire tacos,
yep,
bro.
oring, yellow,
And when I'm not
green,
dealing with
Fuck
that
is
firefighting
that?
side of
blue.
things,
The
How
blue
much
looks
you
really
parts are
good.
trying to get you back to what you need to do.
We got
So,
purple. I
let's,
think we'll stay on
we're gonna
blue
keep this one team concept
tonight.
going, and we'll get through it.
And I still have to
get our partners over in Malibu. I'm unified.
upload the video that
Los
me and my
Angeles
wife
County
shot
Fire and Cal Fire.
earlier of
We're
us
all
going
gonna
to
be
the
there for
store
you.
and stuff. Like,
Thank you. Have a good
you
day.
know, somebody leave a comment like, why are you doing these type of videos? Because people
Quick
watch
reminder
them.
that folks can put questions in the chat, and we're going to do our best to answer as
I
many as
pretty much
possible at
video
the end of this. Any
my whole
questions that
life.
we don't get to, we're going to put together and put out in a fact sheet on our social media tomorrow.
Gotta
Next
get
up,
them views
LA
up
County
on the
Sheriff.
channel.
So,
So
questions from the chat.
if you watch one of my videos, leave a thumbs up, leave a
Good
comment.
Good evening, Captain Andrew Cruz, the incident commander.
Here's the
If you
link,
can't think
guys.
of a
Los
comment
Angeles
to
County
leave,
Sheriff's,
leave an emoji.
management team, night side.
I think this is the right.
We
I'm not sure what
continue to
chat he's
support the
talking about.
efforts
It's the only
here,
chat I see.
So let me
Fire with,
get my
100
door
sworn
closed and
personnel plus 16 National
go give me
Guard
something to drink and I'll
soldiers.
be right back.
Our missions remain to staff hard closures.
Let's make
traffic
sure
control
everything
points,
I'm
is
not sure what chat he's talking
roving
about.
working
security,
good.
welfare checks, and escorts for essential services.
There we go.
Curfew does remain in effect from 6 p.m. to 6
Yep.
a.m.
The microphone's working. The
and to protect property.
Doing my
We'll
best for you
report that
guys.
last night.
Camera and everything
arrest
is
before
looking
the curfew. Gentleman who,
perfect.
was in the zone.
And for those of you wondering how I stream all the time
was arrested.
while
I will say
being
that,
broke,
the sheriff
because
has asked that the
StreamYard
public remain vigilant in
raised
regards to
their
scams. There are a lot of them
pro,
going around in
you know,
regards to
unlimited
short-term
streaming
guys are
plan up to
funny.
$45.
So we ask that
How
you
I do it and
remain
how I did
vigilant
it
when it comes
forever,
to, offers.
I just have multiple emails. Every email that you sign into
Next up, LA County Fire.
StreamYard gives you 20 hours.
There's some good questions in there now.
I've got
That's
like
good
7 or 8
references on
different
your
emails.
end. Good job.
So once I go through one, I sign in for another one. And I know that there's people that are like, oh, well, that's just wrong. You're stealing from StreamYard. StreamYard is a very big, huge company. And if they wouldn't have raised their price, being greedy, because their price was $25 a month. Now it's $45 a month.
Hey, John,
Almost
how you doing?
double.
Hey, Justin.
So they want to be greedy. I'm going to be greedy.
Continue to have over 1,400 members that are committed to this firefight, and we are continuing to be vigilant in preparing to get you back into your homes. So we thank you for just your patience as we continue to plan, and that is at the
Portland,
top of
Texas.
our minds to get you back home as soon as possible.
There's the wife, everybody. She's trying to run from the camera.
Their safety is our number one priority. Thank you.
Kidding, John.
Say hi.
Next
Prentice.
up, LAPD.
Thank you for becoming a member of the Gang Green.
I think I got the same one.
I do appreciate the
We
support.
got matching ones.
Captain
Oh.
in the chat for it.
Like,
Train us.
3 years ago. Like 2022, I think.
We got Metchy
When we
Metchy.
lived in Glendale.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
So 2020 then.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
I'm pretty sure it was when we lived. Yeah, it was when we lived in Glendale.
When we thought that we were balling now
Wait.
because we moved out of the RV
Yeah.
and into an actual apartment. We thought we were balling.
To the burn site. The burn site
No, it wasn't
continues to be
Glendale.
evacuated.
It was the apartment
At
after
this
Glendale.
point.
So the first floor at
The first floor
at the Biltmore place.
Or to look for any of those who are.
That's
It was in that
trespassing
bedroom.
or
That back
looting.
bedroom.
Yeah.
From what
That's where it
reports
was.
that I'm getting is
That's where we
they're
took that
detaining
picture
people
for
hourly.
Halloween.
So every hour
That was the only time we had matching
people
outfits.
that are inside
Yep.
the area that should
And
not
we've
be there.
never worn
And
them
events
two
about
together.
whether they
Not
are
anywhere.
private
Ever.
Morning, Tracy. How you doing?
No.
and also
We
this
just
area
passed Halloween. We just
is,
passed Christmas.
unsafe.
Yeah.
Never wore
Additionally,
Metchy Metchy
with
ever.
active investigation. We have not ran cadaver dogs through this area.
Well, I
We
asked
have
for those
agencies
days
that will
off
be doing that
in March.
in the
I
near
just gotta
future.
Cadaver
And
dog.
book the
also there's
hotels.
Pretty
power
penny
lines
right now.
All right.
and
now.
a lot of debris where you can get injured.
Yeah, we're
LAPD's
going
goal
to
is to continue traffic
Was it
control,
Prescott.
Prescott
continue to
Valley.
push pedestrian traffic
So
around,
she
the
could go
burn
to
site.
a
Obviously,
Oh,
any
concert
safety
and I could go
mentioned.
video a
One
bunch of
question
stuff.
that came
And
in
then
was
And then I'm going
about
over
the
to Jerome.
drones.
Then we're going to
We are
Jerome.
using some of our
It'll be a
federal
while.
partners
For a little bit.
to handle
Because
this.
Jerome's like
Right
this
now is that,
Jerome
you
is
will be
cool.
arrested on
super
site
haunted
and
place
Thank you,
because
notice, sir.
a lot of people
work with prosecution.
don't realize that I have this
The
other YouTube
drones,
channel called
affect
Explore
more often
Arizona.
aircraft
Yeah,
than an
Jerome's real
area.
cool.
The
I
aircraft
haven't been there
Because
since
stop
2018.
or
Short.
cease
Arizona's got
because the drones are up and it creates
some of the
Morgan's got
coolest
over 19
stuff
years.
ever in it.
safety hazard.
But I went by
But I
myself.
do
but-
Like,
appreciate everybody's
then-
patience and all this.
What's this?
And if you do have any
It's the
questions
gift
while you're
that
out in the
Zena
field,
got
to an
got
officer,
me.
Australia.
ask
That's
for a
cool.
supervisor.
32.
and
Look at the
you can
detail.
ask
Open it up.
but
You can
we would like to keep
take the
everybody
plastic
outside
off.
the evacuated site.
But the
And also,
detail of that
We have
car,
repopulated some areas on the northern end.
you just grab it on the
Like
ends
that
and
couple
decided
over
that.
And the reason why
Oh.
LAPD
AMW.
repopulated is that way we are
Right?
with CAL FIRE's,
Ooh.
I couldn't imagine painting something that small with that much
that have been
detail.
repopulated is going to be 764,
Yeah. And here I will show you guys what it is.
It says Coca-Cola on it.
Yeah.
1163,
And something, it says
and
something right there.
779.
And it's numbered. It's like a collector's
Areas
thing.
are to be repopulated or
Because Zena saw that I had all the stuff up there on my
go to
desk.
protect.
But here guys, I will show you.
And Genesis is
Did they
spelled
say
My,
they're letting
daughter
people back
got me
in,
this,
like,
or
Thursday?
go to the CAL
To
FIRE
get
Coca-Cola
to
car.
in most areas?
But now let's take the little top off here.
Thank you, sir. And we
Look
do
at
have
the
some additional
amount
questions
of
as well. So we're
detail
gonna bring up the
in that
appropriate,
car.
answer. They're going to read out the question and then give the answer.
Stick it back up on the thing. All right. I'm going to go grab me something to eat. I'll be right
Again,
back.
Christian Litz, operations. So first question, what does containment mean? So if we look on the map and you see black line around, that is where we are considering it to be contained. Containment means we are 100% sure in that area the fire will not have an escape, meaning it will not cross the line and have any substantial or any growth at all where that black line is. So we have contained that fire and controlled it.
You can't use a meaning of a word in the
What
meaning
direction
of the word.
is the wind pushing the fire? So during Santa Ana events, you're looking at a wind that is north, northeast, west, with our IMET has replied to us. So a couple things about wind, good and bad. The bad part is about when the wind is a high velocity wind, it has that ability to push the fire with extreme fire growth, especially in the fuel bed that we have. Live fuel moistures are very low. Like tinderbox allows it to ignite quick and move quickly. However, when a wind is in a Santa Ana wind event and it is blowing in a direction that we know is going to sustain, it makes it better to predict where the fire is going to grow, except for when the fire is shielded from the wind and it moves with topography, and then it will blow in that direction. What that allows us to do is really prepare and put resources in the appropriate places that we can be the most effective in attacking that fire and keeping it in where we want it to be, and keeping the new fires as small as possible because we know exactly where it's going to go. A couple questions on the north side of the fire. What is happening on the north end of the fire by Encino?
Peggy,
and then another question is, will this fire affect the San Fernando Valley? So those are two in the same. So the San Fernando Valley is on the north end of the fire along the 101, and Encino also marries up with those same communities. So will the fire affect it? The good thing about a wind coming from the north-northeast, it's starting from the top side of the map, pushing down to the bottom side of the map. That means if anything happens, it's going to push into the ocean, same footprint. So what we like to say, it's going to be wind tested, yes, but along that you see the north edge of the fire, the top side is going to push.
Sunset and Mandeville.
Where there's no fuel, so it's going to push in. We just have to stay diligent and resources in. So if there's nothing else that can happen, it's still going to push into the black, but we can still attack it. We still have the resources available, the aircraft, the fixed wing, the rotorcraft, and then as always, we use drone technology to help us pinpoint the heat. This question, do we need to wear an N95? So right now, you don't see the smoke in the air. There is no need to wear an N95 as long as you're outside of the smoke and outside of any area that you're in with ash. Yes, if you come into where there's finer dust or there's ash in the area for whatever reason that is, it is not a bad idea to put an N95 in to filter out those particles so they don't get inside your lungs and cause any damage to you. My partner will have a few more questions for you.
You heard?
All right. So the first question I have is what out of states are assisting you, and what other countries are helping? So what I know for right now today is we have resources here
Oregon, Idaho,
from Oregon,
Washington, Mexico,
Utah, Montana, Washington, and Nevada. And then as far as countries go, we have
Canada.
We have some folks in camp assisting us that are actually, we're going to have come out with us tomorrow from Canada. And then we have some firefighters as well from Mexico that are helping us out. The next question is there a risk to Montanito? So yes, and I'm going to explain that hopefully by answering the next question, which is show us on the fire where the head of the fire is on the map. So back to talking about the wind, right? So the wind is what pushes the head of fire when it overpowers the topography, which is slope, because it generally wants to go up slope. So when the wind is overpowering the topography, it drives the head of the fire in the direction that the wind is blowing, right? So going back to our Santa Ana event, wind is coming down out of the north. It does tend to slide to the northeast. It can go to the northwest.
Okay, I'm back, everybody.
From hour to hour, from minute to minute.
I'm back. Nah, 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 nah.
Generally, it's coming out of the north with this event. In this incident,
Hey,
that
Bonza.
wind pushed the head of the fire down to the Pacific
My
Ocean.
wife was griping that she
That's
didn't
good,
have a
So right now, there's truly
the little,
no defined head of the fire
metal
'cause it
plate
has run
on
into
her
here
phone.
and has ran out of
And I'm
fuel
like,
as far as
I
the
got
spark
you.
push. What does occur is when that wind lightens up, like it had the last few days, some of the topography features up here will allow the fire to
Hey, Bubs.
go the other direction because the wind is not overpowering the topography, right? So that's, you can't really see it on the map, but if anybody's familiar with that area, there's lots of drainages, lots of ridges. So the fire will move and make small, what we call head
Okay, I gotta
runs
send this to my wife.
that will come up into those
Okay, how the
drainages
hell do I
and kind of work its way out. When that occurs and it gets out past where it's already
how the hell do I
burned,
share this?
the risk is that when that Santa Ana event happens again, as is coming up,
There's
it
a
can
little
then
thing.
pass where it had already burned, right? So
My wife was asking
this
me
instance right here, there is risk
why
on a northeast
why I'm
wind
using my
if
other
the fire is up anywhere above it
PC
where it can get into these drainages
and not
get
my
around.
good one.
And as I explained earlier, right now, this does have almost completed line around it.
And I'm like, because my power supply
And the hot spots have been
is
continuously pushing this back away so that it can't
is bad.
so yes, there is a risk.
So if you wonder what a
we're
computer power
very
supply is,
confident in the line we
it's
have,
that.
but again, the winds change.
It goes in the
Even
bottom of the
in these
case and
strong
it
wind
takes
events, we will have fluctuation in direction.
I think the fires are still going. They're still trying to put them out. A lot of it's arson now,
Hopefully that answered that for you.
but the power from the wall plugs into that, and that turns it into
Great, thank you
all
very much,
the
and thank you everybody
power
for
that your
joining us
computer
for this
takes.
virtual meeting. We will be doing this again tomorrow
What?
at 6:30 p.m. Please check
about the questions from the chat?
fire.ca.gov for more information on the Palisades fire in the meantime, and it has links to all our great partners as well. Thank you and have a great night.
Look at how that guy was holding his microphone the
What about
right
the
way.
questions from the damn chat? What happened to that?
Well, it's not gone out yet, but it was because I've got a really expensive motherboard that's got all the protection and bells and whistles and stuff on it.
I have an idea.
And every time it would do like a little power surge, my motherboard would be like, nope, shutting it down instantly, shutting it down.
This up here, this over here.
A cheaper motherboard, which you could buy brand new
better for
cheap
me.
motherboards, and that's what everything hooks to in
Trying to
your
hide- what were they trying to hide?
PC.
I think they kicked that other guy off the freaking for curfew.
But if your power supply like shorts out,
With the National
you
Guard.
could take out everything in your computer, your CPU, your graphics card, your RAM, your storage. You could buy all of that if you ain't got a high quality motherboard.
Hope it's not gonna be too loud.
Because like it would pop up like, hey, we detected a power surge, so we just shut everything down. Which so many people are all like, no, I want to spend all my money on
Pasadena,
a graphics card or the processor. And they go with the cheapest motherboard.
Turn the social media.
Even though the motherboard is what everything hooks to. You know, it would be like putting a big fast engine and racing seats and racing wheels and tires
We have said from the beginning when we
on a
started
rusty ass car
we started with 2 hot dog carts and we said anybody that
because you wanted to save money.
more than welcome
It just doesn't make sense. And no, I didn't spend a whole lot of money on my other PC, my main
Being called
PC.
out by people on the internet.
I bought it for my college kid that used his money
They're
that
saying that people who go there, no one's
he was
even
supposed to use to go to college
hit by the
to
fire.
go buy a brand new computer. And he had posted his
Videos about it.
on Facebook Marketplace for $50 for the case, the motherboard, the processor, and the RAM. So almost everything I needed to put the computer back together. Posted it on Facebook Marketplace for $50. I happened to see it like 2 minutes after he posted it and was like, I'm on my way. What was funny though,
I have the standard on though.
I don't like Tempe, Arizona, because that's where ASU University is. A lot of weird streets and stuff. So I'm over there and I'm got the guy on the phone. I'm like, where are you? I can't find your apartment
Yeah,
complex.
but didn't they pitch it?
I'm like, I'm standing where Google Maps said to be.
Wasn't their whole pitch?
And he goes, all right, I'm coming down.
Wasn't that their whole?
And I'm like, what are you wearing? And he goes, trust me, I will stand out like a sore thumb. This dude comes down carrying his computer, dressed like Waldo. You know from Where's Waldo? The hat, the shirt, everything. But yeah, I bought probably on the used market here in the Phoenix area. If I would have sold all the parts that I just bought from this guy for $50, I could have got $50 for the case. The processor I could have got another $50 for. The motherboard I could have got like $200 for. The RAM, which is random access memory, I could have probably got $50, $60 for. So I could have quadrupled my money. I'd have just sold it.
Use Kayak to book flights on
But
days that cost
luckily,
less. Download the Kayak app now.
when it started acting up, I've got a backup old school Dell Optiplex that I've had for years that's been modified so much so I can live stream and stuff on it. Because I did a live stream once. It was a restream of the Oreo Express channel when he was at Donald Trump's rally in the Bronx when Trump had that humongous rally. And that's when I had like 1,000 people in my live stream. And man, I was so panicked because my computer was overheating. I had the side cover of it open, a fan blowing in there trying to keep it cool. I turned my air conditioner down to like 60 degrees to try to get my room cooler because I didn't want, my PC to crash. I was so worried. And I only had one moderator. My moderator that runs a channel called Bullets and Barbecue, he was the only moderator, and he was freaking out. He was texting me like, bro, what do I do? And I'm like, just let it go, man. Because I had a bunch of trolls in there, and it didn't bother me none. They were trying to trigger me, so I would get angry at them. And they all a lot of them ended up subscribing to the channel, saying that they liked the fact that they were allowed to come onto my channel, have a difference of opinion, and hang out. Because as long as you ain't typing stupid stuff into the comments, you're welcome to hang out. And for whatever reason, two things I've noticed about the people that subscribe to my channel. 75% of them have a weird name. Case in point, Bonza. Weird name. Probably means something, but it's a weird name. And like the channel Bullets and Barbecue. And also, it seems like 75% of the people that subscribe to my channel have some form of health problem. Whether you got high blood pressure. I just had cataract surgery done in the fall on my eyeballs. I got to making videos about that, and everybody's like, yeah, I'm having the same thing.
Yeah, I'll bring it to you right now. If you're saying it, bring it to me right now. It should be right now, right?
You know, my eyes are all cloudy looking. And it's like, you got cataracts. So I asked my eye doctor a bunch of questions about them. I made videos about it.
Who she is too.
Because I told them, I'm like, a lot of people are scared to have surgery done on their eyeballs.
They know exactly who they're talking
And
about.
FYI, the only thing that hurt
It's like, oh, okay,
was
bro.
when they put the IV in. You were so numbed up. They do one eye at one time and one eye at a different time because your eye has to be covered with the patch.
Yes. Let's confront her right
So
now.
you have to have somebody drive you there, drive you home. One little tip that I told everybody, because it happened to me, you're laying on the bed not being able to move for 2 hours. Well, I'm a 50-year-old man, so about 10 minutes left of me, I have to lay there on this bed. My bladder starts going ding, 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 ding. And I'm telling the nurse, I'm like, I got to go to the bathroom. I got to go to the bathroom. She goes, hang on, hang on. And as soon as she got me up, I went to the bathroom. There was a person in there because it was in the operating room. I beat on the door. I'm like, you got to come out now. And this woman comes out and she goes, hold your breath. I went in there, held my breath. She blew the bathroom up, and I didn't care. If I didn't go pee right then and there, I was gonna find a quarter or a trash can to pee in. Yeah, if you're in the Phoenix area, the company that I use for my cataract surgery, it's called Southwestern Eye Center. I don't know if they're all over the Phoenix area. I know they're out here in Mesa, which is east of Phoenix, but they are probably the best place to go. Now, you can spend a lot more money and get your eyes like totally fixed. I didn't want to do that because my insurance was paying for it. So my eye surgeon asked me, what do I do every day? And I'm like, I look at a computer screen. I don't want to have to wear glasses to look at a computer screen. He goes, so I can set your vision up for that distance. And he had me measure it where I normally sit right here. And I'm like, probably about the end of my finger. So we set my eyes up to where everything's clear at this distance. If I lean back, it starts getting fuzzy. And he's like, so you're going to have to wear glasses while driving. And I'm like, dude, I've had to wear glasses since I was in 7th grade. I don't care.
Let's get that cheese, man.
But, and I still have to go and get glasses.
Show me the video, bro.
I've got a copy of my prescription. Once we get caught up on money, we're going to go to like Nationwide Vision or America's First or whatever. One of those places where you can get 2 pair of glasses for like $90. Because I'm not bougie where I gotta have like a $300 pair of glasses. That's not me. As long as I can see, that's all that matters. But I asked my eye doctor about it. And he said a lot of people that work outside get cataracts around their 40s and 50s because they're not wearing the right sunglasses. If your sunglasses don't say polarized on them, they're not adequate sunglasses. And especially if you could see your eyeballs through your sunglasses, you're not wearing the right sunglasses.
What the fuck is Taliban hot dogs? I'm following them right now.
He was like, you have to get the ones that are mirrored, that say polarized on them. Which only a couple times in my life have I ever had a job where I'm working inside. I've worked on farms. I was a truck driver, over the road truck driver for years, a local truck driver when I moved to the Phoenix area. It's always sunny in Phoenix. Always
Go back
sunny.
to cooking, bro.
Like you could look it up. Phoenix has over 300 days a year of sunshine, which is why every time it rains, I'm out making a video because
Why isn't fucking business name Taliban's bacon wrapped hot dogs?
you can just go on the internet and look up Phoenix thunderstorms or Phoenix dust storm. And it looks fake. It looks like it's AI generated. But no, those are actual storms.
That's a weird name, bro.
Like how in the Mummy they had that dust storm. We have those every year here in
no
Phoenix.
more news on the fires, guys, until all we had was the freaking people, the press conference. So I got no more news on the fires. That's about it. They gave us the updates, and that's all we have.
Oh, awesome.
I got this, I guess. Let me see what this is.
But we either have like a little piddly rain where it rains for like 20 minutes and stops. And people hate that. People here call that mud rain. And what do I mean by mud rain? Well, we're in the desert. There's dust in the air all the time. You can have a black, shiny paint job on your car or truck. Watch it, wax it, get it all clean.
Oh, we can watch the
Park it in your driveway for 20 minutes. And it's covered in dust again. Well, all that dust in the air, when it hardly rains, that does a little piddly, like 20 drops of rain. That rain, when it falling through the sky, is being a sponge to all that.
Huge blackout on fires.
All that
I'm
dirt.
so far away, bro. I can't fucking find out for my own self.
So you end up having these like little spots of mud about the size of a 5-cent piece on your car.
Bro. It's all he wants to do is
and then everybody runs to the car wash to wash it off. Or we have these like, Mother Nature took a big knife and cut open the clouds, and we have what's called a downburst, where it looks like all the rain
That's a pretty good idea
for the whole state is coming in one area.
If you're really hungry,
one area.
Go for it.
Let me see if I can find a video about it. Because when I first saw one, I was like, what the hell?
Hey, Wheezy. How you doing? I'm going to go here. I'll put this Hayapeo back on.
Yeah, here's a perfect one.
Mexico.
So let me stop Andy and show you. So here is microburst storm forming over Scottsdale, Arizona. So let's take this back. Here we go. And you see how it's just all rain. Like Mother Nature had cut a hole in the sky, and all the rain is coming down in one area. It's a trip. Here's another monsoon storm. Look at that. And I was a truck driver for years, guys. I've seen storms in every state. But man, storms here in Arizona hit harder. They hit a lot harder. Look at this. See how it's all that rain coming out of one area. Like there's a hole in the clouds, and all that rain is coming out. It's the craziest thing. Like this all here in the middle is rain. Like 5 inches an hour coming out of the sky in one area. Like it's the trippiest thing to see. And it causes damage. Like you can see all these videos. So what do we got here? Oh, a dust storm. I remember the first time I saw a dust storm here. I was freaked out. I was like, what the hell's going on? And this is how quickly the storms move. Which is why I try to get out and film every single one. Crazy, right? And here comes the dust storm. And people, this isn't fake. This is 100% real. And you do not want to be caught out in a dust storm. Because how dust storms form here is down in Tucson, which is south of Phoenix. They get a big old huge storm. Well, the outflow wind off of that storm blows across the desert between Tucson and Phoenix at about 40 miles an hour. All right, there's a perfect picture of a microburst. Look at that line. Like over where this mountain is, there's no rain. But here, probably a couple inches of rain a minute. Which I have told everybody, I'm like, yeah, it don't hardly ever rain here. But man, when it does, we get the two types of rain.
As the wind slowed down,
The piddly ass rain, like I said earlier, that just leaves your car all muddy. Or we have crazy storms. Like it was years ago, probably 2013 era, because I was managing my bar then. Luckily, me and my wife, we were living in a motorhome then. We had it parked at the bar. Luckily, the motorhome was safe. We were going around buying DJ stuff because we were switching the bar from just a mom and pop bar into a nightclub. And I needed DJ stuff. speakers, turntables, all that stuff. So we went up I-17 up to a guitar center to buy all the stuff. Well, a hailstorm had moved through Phoenix
streaming right now.
with like marble-sized hail. Wrecked Phoenix. It didn't hit the bar, and it didn't hit us as we were in our Chevy Blazer driving across Phoenix to get stuff. I'm sure that there's videos on here about it.
But 90% of the work is done after those planes are gone, and we have to secure the.
I got all the streams, baby.
You ever watch a campfire where the wind comes in and it's out?
Yeah, it says hailstorm October 5th, 2010.
Keep pushing and pushing and pushing deeper and deeper and stay around all these homes and Montanido.
But yeah, it wrecked Phoenix.
The barrier to stop the fire from going, do you clear the brush and
Like destroyed people's houses, destroyed their cars, everything. That's hail. Hailstorm in Phoenix, Arizona, October 5th, 2010. And somehow the bar missed it. We missed it, and we were driving across Phoenix. But look at this. Cars were destroyed. Houses had the roofs destroyed. Here in the Phoenix area, everybody has their air conditioner up on the roof for whatever reason. Air conditioners were destroyed. Yeah. Well, luckily we had missed all of this. Hey, Bullets.
Well, I figured it would. I said I'm not.
But yeah. Here's one. This is I-17, where we had just drove up right after this. Over half of the vehicles in the Phoenix area totaled because of this. I remember this day and how we had missed it. I have no clue. Because when we left the bar and we drove up I-17 to go to the Guitar Center, there was piles of hail on the side of the road. Yeah, this was the craziest time here. And this is in a Ford Ranger. Yeah, everybody's cars were destroyed. And I don't know how me and my late wife, it didn't hit our motorhome, it didn't hit the bar, it didn't hit us driving.
Certain areas we actually have these lists of
How the hell we had gotten so lucky.
I think it's just an awareness. So when people, good and bad about the bad thing is this happened, the good thing, maybe it'll bring a greater awareness that there
You
is
tell
a
him,
way
Blur.
to help.
Oh my God.
There is a way to help this.
That would be horrible.
Yeah.
In that defensible space, building that and building.
And see, the thing is, everybody,
Okay.
you want to run.
Well, I guess I guess people.
But
obviously, we definitely want to.
The faster you go,
of hope for the future, and if they
just means the hail hits you harder.
Yeah, it's like a reasonable thing. So it's like if there are things that we should push for from a regulatory reform standpoint. This would
Yeah, everybody wonders why, you know, I try to go out and film dust storms, lightning storms and stuff here. Because, yeah, it storms everywhere else. But, oh my God.
Tesla Wi-Fi right now.
Like on my old channel, my channel that they got banned. We had grapple, which is hail, sleet, and snow mix, hit Phoenix. When me and my wife lived in Phoenix, we lived 2 miles away from downtown Phoenix. And for 5 minutes, this grapple was coming down and covered everything. And I was out trying to video it
Stop paying for car insurance. Wait till you
and
see
trying to help the
Apparently 80%.
elderly mailman because he was trying to come down the stairs and he almost fell. So I'm trying to help him, you know, without falling and stuff. And every surface had like a half inch of this white grapple, which is what the news called it, all over everything. And as soon as it stopped, me and the mailman looked at each other and we're like, well, I'm glad that's over. And then as soon as we got done talking, all you heard was sirens for like an hour straight. Because there were so many car wrecks. It was wild. And see, that's why now every video I do,
Big up, Andy. Respect from the UK.
I save to an external hard drive.
UK from the front to the back of the road.
It's
Put
a
your
two-
lighters up.
It's a 2 terabyte one that I
Thank you
bought
very much, Civil Defense UK. Spam the chat.
off of Amazon. It's a Toshiba, something that starts with a C, like the brand Toshiba something starts with a C. Basically, if you type in Toshiba 2 terabyte external hard drive and look for the one that's like $65, $70, that's the one that I got. All my videos are stored to it. So something happens and I'll lose my channel.
In their pants. They're like, we get to hang out with Elon Musk. This is sick.
I still got all of my videos. I tell everybody, if you've got pictures on social media, like pictures of your family, your kids, your trips, anything. Spend the money, get you a 2 terabyte external hard drive, and save it to your external hard drive. Why? Because like Michelle, that runs the channel Investigating Truth, she had pictures of her late husband and her daughter that both died in a motorcycle wreck on her channel, videos of them. Social media doesn't give a rat's ass about you. She couldn't get those pictures of her deceased family back. So spend the money, get you an external hard drive. Hey, Val.
And then we have our own agency as well that has water tenders.
Okay.
But yeah, you can get banned off social media that freaking quick.
Correct me if I'm wrong. In Malibu, along the coast.
When I lost my original YouTube channel, I didn't have any strikes. But I had just uploaded a in-your-face expose video of me catching Katie Hobbs out in public and start asking her a bunch of questions. And Katie ran from me. The governor of Arizona ran from me.
All right, thanks, guys.
I just uploaded that video. Then me and my wife went to go do something. I get back home. My channel was banned. 100% banned.
Think about that. Elon Musk was in the trenches just for us.
We had already planned on taking a trip to Las Vegas so I can film my
Civil defense
I think it was going to be my 3,000
Where is that liar
subscriber video, and I had timed it out to where it was going to be 3,000 videos and 3,000 subscribers. I was going to take a folding chair and my laptop and go sit in front of the iconic "Welcome to Las Vegas" sign and do a live stream there. I already had a friend of mine in Vegas go there and check the cell phone signal to see if if it had good cell phone signal there, which it does. We'd already got the room we were going to stay in and everything, and then boom, done. So I had to start all back up, which sucked. I had videos on my original YouTube channel of me sitting on my daughter's couch as she was pregnant, sitting on the floor, opening up boxes of baby clothes that people had donated to her. And she was crying. I was crying. Very emotional videos. Gone. Which, external hard drive. Save everything to it. I've already told my wife, because she asked me what the next big purchase for my YouTube channel is going to be. Let me pull it up on Amazon here.
Let me pull these up real fast. Fill these damn Bakersfields up. I'm just going to put the word bake, make it easy on myself.
Let me find the one that I want. Yeah, this. Let me top this, share this. This is called a NAS, a 4-bay NAS. What does NAS stand for? Network Attached Storage. This attaches to your internet. You plug an Ethernet cable into the back of it, and it's basically a small computer that you store stuff on. Each one of these bays, you put a hard drive in. And if you use certain programs, you can put a 10 terabyte drive in each one. Say you put a 10 terabyte in the first two drives and a 10 terabyte in these two drives. Well, you use this program called RAID, and it will turn these two 10 terabyte drives into one 20 terabyte drive. And it will also turn these two 10 terabyte drives into a 20 terabyte drive. But it will tie these two drives to these two drives. So any video or anything that you store on here is stored on all 4 drives. So if one of these drives goes bad, you take the bad one out, you put a new one in, and it will automatically copy everything that's on the rest of the drives that are good, copy it to the new drive that you put in. And yes, you're looking at the price, $550. That's just for the base system. That ain't any drives in it. Now here we go. Seagate Iron Wolf, 4 terabyte drive, $100. Let's see what a Seagate 10 terabyte cost. It's not even wanting to give the damn price. So let's see what a quality 10 terabyte drive cost. Here's one from Toshiba, specifically designed for a NAS system. That one drive is $185. You take that times 4. And if you think the $185 is crazy, look at this one. Let's do 20 terabyte, currently unavailable. 18 terabyte, $300. But yeah, you know, when you're serious about storing your videos, your, you know, precious moments with your family, you have to be serious about it.
Candace.
Oh, of course. I was restreaming Oreo Express. Middle of the night, he was sitting down at the U.S.-Mexico border, which I've been there like half a dozen times. I've been down to the border. I live in Arizona.
Better than
well, Oreo was sitting there
That'd make a nice T-shirt, huh?
at a gate in that big, beautiful border wall. He notices 2 people all come up from the Mexican side and stand there. And then, all of a sudden, a Border Patrol van pulls up, backs up to the gate. The gate opens, the Border Patrol van, you know, paid for by our tax dollars, backs through the gate. The back door of the van opens up. The illegals from Mexico climb into the back of the Border Patrol van. The back doors of the van close.
You might make some money on this
The
one.
van pulls through and drives off, and the gate closes.
All right.
Hopefully, Trump puts a 100% stop to it.
And we make women's those little like yoga pants.
Yeah, exactly. They took down Oreo. They took down Taco Joe's channel.
Back where the butt is, there's a freaking slogan, right? Like funny slogans, and they'll be in rectangles across the butt.
Oreo and Taco Joe
bum
are on Rumble.
Stickers. It'd be like a T-shirt, but for shorts.
Let me pull up Oreo's channel, which I've been restreaming Oreo. That he did the trucker convoy. He actually gave me a shout out. One of my subscribers, I had to give her a crash course in how to go live. She went live on my channel. She lived in Indiana. The trucker convoy had stopped in Indiana, right next to where she lived at this fairgrounds. She went there, went live, said she was a reporter for the Broken Patriot YouTube channel, found Oreo, talked to Oreo right there on my channel. Yeah, this is Oreo's channel on Rumble. First Responder Media's on there. Basically, if they've been banned off of YouTube, go find them on Rumble. But yeah, back to the whole NAS thing and why I want one. Say I'm not home and my apartment catches fire, burns to the ground. Well, since I'm not home,
I think
my hard drive, my external hard drive burns up. By having a NAS system
That's a good idea.
and having it at my daughter's place hooked to the internet, I can send my videos and everything and store it on there. I can partition it and make it to where I get 80% of it. My daughter gets 10% of it. My wife, who doesn't do any kind of video stuff, wouldn't need access to it. But like my daughter's boyfriend does videos, he can have 10% of it and store stuff on it. If my daughter gives me access to her partition on it, then anytime my daughter stores a video showing my beautiful little granddaughter,
Isn't that cool?
I could go on there and get it. And our soon to be here granddaughter number 5. Yes, you heard that right, everybody. 5 granddaughters coming in April. I can't wait.
I should donate to the fire victims.
Isn't that independent media? Isn't he the guy with the black Dodge Ram with "We the People" on the side of it?
Oh, I didn't get some water. Oh my god.
Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong person.
Oh man, you make me pass out, bro. It's fucking hot in here.
But yeah, the chances of my apartment burning down and my daughter's apartment, my daughter's home burning down,
Somebody must be new in the chat.
are such a minute possibility.
Somebody must
And people in the tech world call it off-site storage.
Everybody was new at one
Like
time.
every big YouTube channel
Everybody was new at one time. Welcome.
has,
Welcome to the Portland Andy Show.
humongous servers
Sit back and relax.
that are basically a network attached storage
Put that shit to medium and let's
with petabytes of storage. Now, terabyte is 1,000 gigabyte. I think a petabyte is 1,000 terabyte. And these are people that, film daily videos and they film in 4K or 8K.
Whoa, what is she wearing? That's a nice hat, lady.
And these videos take up a lot of room. Because say I filmed in 720p and my little box here is the room it takes to store a 720p video. Well, the box right there, Andy's channel, that whole thing would be the size to store a 4K video.
All right. Do your best, chat.
I don't film in 4K. I film in just 1080. Now I can film in 4K on my cell phone, but
and that's why I don't promote any.
It takes 4 times as long to upload that video because it's 4 times as big.
Donation joint, they become a freaking fraud or a fake, and they scam everybody.
But also the reason I want a NAS. Say,
I feel so bad. That's why I say you guys should do it.
Paul G super chatted $5. Happy
oh yeah, they take a ton of room. You can actually go on to the internet and see a chart from a 1080p video to a 4K.
Thank you very much for the
The 1080p will be like a small one and the 4K is humongous. But like we're going to be taking a trip to Prescott
We'll keep an eye out. Thank you.
in March. I'd love to have a laptop to take with me. But a laptop that's capable of doing what I do even used is like $150.
Homeless dogs will be needed adopting.
And
cats.
nobody's donating to my channel, so I can just go keep upgrading my stuff. The reason I want a laptop is so when we go somewhere,
That's rough.
I could take every video that I film on my phone, transfer all that raw footage to the laptop. And if I had a NAS, I'm hooked to the internet sitting in a hotel room
I haven't really done too much research.
anywhere in the world.
But from what I gather,
I could take all that footage and transfer it over the internet to that NAS system.
And so everyone got off freaking.
So now I've got a copy on my laptop and a copy on my NAS.
If there was helicopter footage, you'd be watching it right now.
Because nothing will make you panic more than you just filmed an iconic video. Once in a lifetime out in public video.
In Hawaii right now. Oh my god.
And you only have
there, chat,
one copy
covering these fires
on your phone. The first thing I do is I get home. Hey, Blackwatch. Yeah, those are the ones that are super fast, but expensive. And what Blackwatch is talking about is how you guys saw that picture of that hard drive. That's a 3.5-inch spinning disc hard drive. Been out forever. Well, the NVMe hard drives are like an 1/8-inch thick, an inch wide, and like 4 inches long. That's the new form of storage. They're really fast, but expensive. Yeah, you can get like a RAID 0, RAID 1, all the way up, just how you want to set it up.
Everyone spam the chat for not Bob Saget, and I can't wait to.
And basically, what the RAID does is it makes copies of whatever's on this hard drive to the other ones. So if one hard drive fails, you still got copies. But the first thing I do whenever I film something on my phone, I get home, I make a copy of it on my external hard drive. So now I have 2 copies. And then I plug my phone in. And yeah, I knew there was a technical term for it.